considering my interest in agroecology, I believed it was a good opportunity to put my thoughts together and to share it on the platform and also to learn from others. I was hopeful that I was going to win, but not for sure like it's a given, right? Because I also believe that other participants would equally have strong, submissions. But I won and I'm happy, I'm grateful. Being a part of experiments is one thing, but being able to document and share them, communicate them is another thing entirely. And that the contest really helped me to do that. It also helped me to sharpen up on a couple of my skills in terms of video editing and all of that. And then I got familiar with the community, the platform, and seeing the work that has already been done, the participation, the amount of activity that goes on the platform. It sort of increased my interest in agroecology. One of my major goals coming here was to learn more, to connect with other people, and those have been met, and I would say even beyond, my expectations. And why I'm saying that is because some of the insights from the sessions and the panels were very instructive. Two things that stood out for me was the first session with the co-conveners, and I think it was Fergus or Bernard that said it's not just about doing research, but it's about doing research or science differently. And in the last presentation yesterday, I think it was Rick or Nick, he mentioned about the fact that for us to actually have that transformation of food systems, it has to start with the way we think about it. Right. So if we're going to see those behavioral changes, it has to start from the thinking. We have to rethink how we, produce. That has been, really, really mind-blowing for me. Also, in terms of seeing the amount of work that has been put into digitization or digital transformation to support that transformation or that transition, really, it has also been very encouraging to see that it's not just something that we want to do on the ground. It's something that is also being facilitated or supported with technology. And then for the networking aspect of it, it has been a dream come true, because I have gotten to meet with people from all sorts of institutions, organizations, agencies, farmer groups, people from different continents. So I mean, this is like a very classic experience, right? And it has been absolutely met and over. Yeah, I believe that communication is a big part of, this transformation and transition. Like I said, it's one thing to have an idea. It's another thing to be able to document, and it's a totally different thing to be able to communicate it. So yes, the communication strategy really matters, and I'm more than willing and happy to take a look at it and to review and share my own thoughts and insights. In terms of being an ambassador, I am very, open to that. I honor to do that, largely because if you study the population trajectory of growth in Africa particularly, you would see that we need to produce more food, but that doesn't mean we have to just produce more food in any way possible. We have to do it in the most sustainable way, such that the people who were trying to produce this food, for by the time the food is being produced, they do not suffer other consequences that were not considered. So I believe that yes, this is a crucial time, and I'll be more than happy to be an ambassador. I will leverage my network, I will leverage my skills, my experience to support those in Nigeria who are already doing some form of agroecological practices but need some technical guidance or connection with, opportunities or experts. So in my capacity as an agroecology ambassador in Nigeria, or West Africa really, I would use all of these resources at my disposal to ramp up or to drive advocacy and adoption of agroecological practices across different regions in Nigeria. So yes, I have a passion for sharing with a lot of people my knowledge and experience on agriculture, agribusiness really, and it has been, for me, it comes naturally. It's something I'm passionate about. And so sitting before a camera and talking about agriculture, I can do that on and on and on and on. And I'm excited to, leverage whatever I have built on social media to advance the message or to, strengthen the awareness and advocacy for agroecology to my audience and to potential audiences. I believe we need to understand the motivation. What really helped me was because I had some form of mentorship back in my college. And I'm grateful that I had that opportunity, because volunteering on those projects gave me a lot of insights that I otherwise wouldn't have gotten if I didn't volunteer. And so this was not just insights from those projects, but also tapping from the wealth of experience of my professors. So I believe that, first of all, we need to identify what are their interests and motivation. And then we need to provide for them easy to understand, bite-sized knowledge, something that doesn't bore them too quickly. And then lastly, we need to provide some sort of mentorship, conscious, they can either volunteer with or do some internships with, so that they don't just benefit from the project or from their own experiences or from papers, but real practical hands-on.